Hello, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'm here on the International Collision Repair page to give you a review of the Hollywood Casino in Columbus, Ohio. Did you believe it? I hope not, because I do a horrible Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. I'll get back to this book here in a minute, because it really does come into play with this review. Hi, everyone. I'm Sam. If I haven't introduced myself, I am the marketing and social media manager at International Collision Repair. I'm the one who is on the page every day. I have great input and great feedback from our fans. And I put a post out there today that said, if I can get 20 likes, I'm going to bore you with a casino review. So instead of typing one out, I figured I would do what's better. Do a video, because nothing beats visuals and a voice to go with the visuals and some excitement to go with the video too, and the visuals and the review. So with that being said, I'm going to give you a review on the Hollywood Casino, Columbus, Ohio. So we had the privilege of getting an invite at International Collision because we are on the west side to a VIP party last night that was from 6 to midnight. So naturally we took it. And I got there, I get off work at 5:30, so I ran home, I got ready, and then, because you had to dress, they called it smart casual. So I changed out of my work clothes and got into some smart casual clothes, plus I brushed my teeth, just in case the cameras were there. I was ready for my close-up. So we got there about 5 after 6, and this thing started at 6:30. And people who got there before 6 said it was intense. Line out the door, everything. But when we got there at 5 after 6, no problems whatsoever. And we decided to valet park. And when we went in, they checked our IDs first, of course. And then all the staff was sitting there clapping for us and rooting us on and cheering for us and welcoming us. And it was this grand entrance with gold ceilings. And it was absolutely gorgeous. And table games on both sides. And it led up to this rotunda that I'm calling it. Big rotunda that had floor-to-ceiling TVs. I mean, they were just from the floor all the way up to the ceiling, and they had the Hollywood logo on it when we were there, the Hollywood Casino logo when we were first getting there. And we went through, and then there in this big area there was a bar and a place for a stage for live bands. And the live bands performed there later on that night. The band that performed was absolutely awesome, and we had to listen to them because where we played all night, which we stayed at the blackjack table, which we'll get to later, was right there. So we went through this rotunda, and there was a lot of people that were in this little area. So we went through to where they had the buffet set up, and in this buffet they had chicken wings and pork ribs and pot stickers and sliders and pizzas, and waitresses were walking around with crab cakes and shrimp cocktails and you name it. Like, the hors d'oeuvres were phenomenal. So my friend waited in line, and I wanted to go explore the area because I wasn't that hungry, and I've been battling a little bit of a bug here. So I wanted to go explore, and the staff there was awesome. Whenever I asked a question, instead of "let me tell you," it was "let me show you." And they asked for my name, so it was "what's your name?" is what they would say. No, I'd say Sam. They'd be like, "Sam what?" I'd say Clark, and they'd be like, "Well, Mr. Clark, no, 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 that's my father. Call me Sam." Instead of me telling you, let me show you where it is. So they took me and they showed me where it was, and they made sure that everybody was taken care of. And I hope this isn't something that they're just going to do on the for the VIPs, because the people that are coming on the 8th are the people that are going to keep coming back, because I am not a gambler by any means. I mean, that's just not my thing. People in my family are big time gamblers, so the gambling didn't start till 7. It was about 6:30, and I got kind of tired of waiting around, and I wanted to get my hands on some money. So I went up to a blackjack table. I was cheap, and I did the $5 minimum bid. So I changed out some money, and I got my chips. I brought a chip home. You guys saw that I posted that on Facebook earlier. So this is the chip that I brought home. So if anybody needs $1, this might come into play with Facebook a little bit down the road. You never know. Keep that in mind. So I changed out some money for some chips, and I got down to it. Now, our dealer was phenomenal. He was a great guy. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't know if I'm allowed, but he was very nervous, and you could tell all the dealers were very nervous because honestly, we were the first people they dealed to, and it was their first night. I mean, all their training. Our guy was hired in May, and he was literally training every night, and all his training led up to this moment now. So when he dealt his cards, he was dealing them like that. So you could tell he was very nervous. There were some mistakes made, but it's one of those things that you learn. And all the money that night went to charity. Well, no, I shouldn't say all of it, but proceeds that night went to local charities in the Columbus area, which was awesome too. So we get to gambling. We're gambling. It's about 6:45, and then you hear this big uproar of clapping, and people are going crazy. And we turn around, and coming down where we entered at was Buster Douglas, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Gross City, Columbus Mayor Mike Coleman, and Archie Griffin. And people are going crazy for him. They walk by, they're shaking our hands. It was awesome. It was great. So we're still gambling. We don't want to go listen to that. We want to win the money. So we're playing. We're having a great time. I'm up, then I'm down, then I'm up, and then I'm slowly going back down. I go, this is a good time to just walk away, explore the area. So I went and explored. All the restaurants were open with a sample menu. I went to the steakhouse because the way I saw it, this was going to be my only time that I'd be able to afford it. Let me tell you, if you aren't a gambler, you at least have to go to the casino to eat the food. What I had at the final cut was awesome. I had this salad, and I had raw shrimp, and I had raw oysters, and I had this really awesome burger. It was great. The crab cake was moist, delicious. It was, the pork loin was even better. I'm not going to tell you how many times I went through that line, but let me tell you, I didn't have lunch today. That's all I'm saying. So I eat my food. I go exploring. They had everything there for us to do. This is I showed you this there at the beginning of the video just to show the Hollywood Casino logo. They had this set up to where people who were there could go get their picture taken with the Vegas showgirls, and this is my photo. Can you tell that I was having a good time? Because I got to tell you, I was having a blast. So that's my excitement to just be there, not necessarily hang out with them, because I am a happily engaged man. So that was my excitement, just being able to be a part of the festivities there. So I got that taken, and I decided to go see how my friend was doing. And by this time, it was getting to be around the time that we should start thinking about leaving. And I got to say, the staff, everybody there, I really hope that stays because they were awesome. So I finally talked my friend, pull him away from the blackjack table right when he's about the break-even point, because he was doing the same thing I was, going up, then going down, then going up, then slowly coming back down. So I said, let's go. So we both left with more money than what we went in with, and I didn't gamble as much as I thought I was going to do either. I went in with a set amount. I didn't even touch that. I doubled what I was. Let's just say I left very happy. So that brings us to this book that I showed you at the beginning. As we all know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was there. And everybody who valet parked got a Arnold Schwarzenegger biography, Total Recall. Now, I know he's not a popular person right now. I get that. But still, this is a pretty cool thing that they did. So it was sitting on my driver's seat. I picked it up and kind of just turned around and laid it in the back seat. When I got home last night, I brought it in, put it on the counter, and went to bed because I got home later than what I normally go to bed. So this morning, I'm sitting there and I'm drinking my coffee, and I'm just going through it, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, I wonder if this is a good book, because I am a biography fan. I'll read a biography on anybody because they're long and they're cheap. So I am all about the biography. So I'm sitting here flipping through the pages, and I come upon this page right here. This signed edition of Total Recall by Arnold Schwarzenegger has been specially bound by the publisher. I guess Arnold Schwarzenegger signed a specific number of copies of this, and it's a legit, I looked it up, that is a legit signature, and everybody who valet parked got one of these. So we were treated very, very nicely, very kindly we were treated. They didn't have to do that, but they went above and beyond what they needed to. I get it. It's a casino. They're going to be making money hand over fist. I understand. Whether you believe in gambling or you don't, this is a huge boom to the west side of Columbus. I mean, it's going to bring in so many people. It's going to revitalize an area that needs that extra jolt and that extra shot of revitalization. So we are very excited that it is in our neighborhood. We are so excited that something like this has come to Columbus. We're excited and we're very welcoming to have them here. If you don't gamble, at least go and check it out. It's nothing like you've ever seen before on this side of town. It's nothing like in Columbus, period. It's something that you have to go look. At least eat in the restaurant. If you don't want to support that, just walk in. Even if you don't want to go in, just drive by. The outside of it is gorgeous too. So I definitely will be returning to the Hollywood Casino, Columbus, Ohio. I work right down the street, so you know what I might be doing? On my lunch breaks, I might just go down there, sit at a blackjack table for like 20 minutes, and call it a day. Go back and work, unless I hit a big jackpot. Wonder if I can be a career blackjack player. Anyway, thank you for being our Facebook fan. I hope you guys enjoy the content that we put up every day. I enjoy getting feedback. I enjoy interacting with everybody. We love it when people like or put "that's funny" on our photos because honestly, you took the time to be our Facebook fan. We want to give you something in return. So until next time, thank you everybody. Thank you again for being our fan, and we hope you like being a fan of International Collision, where we're constantly raising the standard in auto repair. See ya!